Sunday lineup. Make sure you subscribe to all of those channels. I put the duck up, right? All right.
Yes,
So, your homework for this week. Green Shirt Guy's last of his trilogy for Guy Ritchie 2025 season of directors, The Gentleman.
I just want to, before we start, point out that Guy Ritchie makes a lot of different movies. He doesn't just make London gangster movies, but I picked my 3 favorites because he's done King Arthur. He did the Sherlock Holmes movies.
Yep.
He did some other stuff. You can go through his IMDb, but these are of his movies. These are my favorites.
Yeah.
I would say an American expat tries to sell off his highly profitable marijuana empire in London, triggering plot schemes, bribery, and blackmail in an attempt to steal his domain out from under him. Directed
That's actually
by
pretty
Guy
accurate.
Ritchie.
That is very accurate.
Yeah.
This
Starring
all started
Matthew
because one guy
McConaughey,
wanted
Charlie
to-
Hunnam, Michelle Dockery.
This all started
Oh,
because
the
one guy
Pharaoh.
wanted to get a discounted rate
Grant.
on his empire.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
But
basically
honestly,
what
the
it
way
was.
it's like told with he was Hugh Grant
Mm-hmm.
trying to blackmail, like look, I got all this information, and he pretty much spells it out how he's like the one guy is setting it up, but what he does is like really rather creative.
Mhm.
The opening
Rather
credits
well
are pretty
done.
great too.
Yes.
So, like, unlike his other movies, I felt like Guy Ritchie has like maybe even learned in his storytelling, where it didn't have to come off so fast and quick at you. He kind of sandpapered it down, and it went like a lot smoother. And it comes off like very well.
Yeah. I kind of want to try pickled eggs.
Oh, hell
I've
no.
never had them. I
hell
did
no.
want to try one
See?
too.
Yep.
No.
Thank you.
And
But I love how he asks for a pint, but he gets like an amber. No.
Oh,
You gotta get a
yeah.
pint of the black stuff, governor.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
threw me off the very beginning.
I
of it.
thought,
was like,
he's dead already.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, I thought
yo.
okay, he's dead.
You like that,
We're gonna
right?
find out how he died. Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
find out how
I
he died.
thought that.
Whoa,
and then it goes
Quentin
into, like,
Tarantino this.
Yeah. Matthew McConaughey was great.
Mm-hmm.
He was great.
Chef kiss.
Just a
And
plethora of characters that are really good.
Unlike,
Go
and we talked about this last week, and I really like rock and roll, so I gave it an 8. Unlike last week, the American voice in this one totally works and
Yes.
it's seamless. So I think he learned from that one how to get to this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
will say this. Matthew McConaughey, his character, don't play around with his wife. I'll tell you that much.
For real.
he doesn't
was
play. I
obsessed
mean,
with
they
his
show
wife.
you in his origin story that he was, he's pretty legit with what he wanted to do and get done. So,
Mm-hmm.
And McConaughey's a badass, but my favorite character in this whole movie is his number 1, Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah.
He's the,
I just love the scene where they're getting the cell phones back.
Yeah.
He runs them down and he goes, "Look, I'll give you this money. Just set the phone down." And then they're like, "No, how about you give us the money and step off?" And then he pulls the gun out. He's like, "All right, we're not playing around anymore."
Yeah, I like the fact that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie because the way he was just like when the dude came up with the machete, he was like, and then reach and shoot the gun up.
And there's
You know,
several
everybody-
instances like that in this movie where someone's this level of gangster but don't realize they're dealing with this level of gangster.
Yeah, right.
Like the kids at the curry spot with Colin Farrell.
Oh, yeah.
And then he turns
Yeah.
around and just smacks him around.
Yeah,
So,
I'm trying to incorporate what Colin Farrell said. He says you got to think with in the gray.
Yes.
I was like, I'm gonna try to figure out how to put that in my day-to-day,
Right.
vocabulary.
If you don't dance, if you're gonna stab, don't dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was great.
So him trying to I guess he was trying to get out of the game. He wants to sell his company and all that. And then this guy right here, he's trying to sell it to him because he's like the other
Was like
guy, the other big guy. 400 million.
400 million.
400 million. He was
400
gonna give him
million,
his
yeah.
whole operation, everything. What he did was
His
he was
contacts,
going
everything.
to estates of people who didn't want to take care of the estates anymore.
No, what it is it's old rich estate owners. They die, the kids inherit it, but because of the way the tax structure is, when they inherit it, they're getting taxed like half of what the estate's valued at, so they can't afford the upkeep anymore. So he's like, "Look, I'll give you money so you can do that, but I'm going to use some of your land for what I'm doing, and we just don't talk about it." So that's why. Remember when at one point he's like, "Look, I'll pay for your roof, because I still want to use your land."
Yeah.
But this guy right here, he messed up, boy. He messed
Big
up.
time.
You don't really find out toward the end, but he sets it up so that his operation, one of his farms, gets found out, and then the toddlers come in and wreck one of his operations, film a rap video.
That
I was like, what?
That's
Well, I love how like they just put black bars here on their eyes.
Yeah, right.
Everybody knows who you are.
I was like,
Which is wild.
And how many people walk around in those jumped up sweatsuits like that?
right?
That you can't
And the
figure
fact-
out who that is.
And the fact they always wear them when they go outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Where every time you see them outside, if they're not in the gym wearing tank tops and boxing gear, they in those sweatsuits.
Right. I did love when Colin Farrell goes to do his mea culpa. He's like, "Look, I can give you everything back, and that'll be fine." And he goes, "But I can't give you back your time and aggravation. So I will make it right.
Yeah.
Let my boys go."
Yeah.
That's where he like, "I got something better for you."
Right.
Yeah.
This was pretty funny.
Yeah. I really
Fuck.
1000% agree. And I like the way Grinch got put it. It's like a lot of these characters think they this much of a gangster, and all of a sudden Matthew McConaughey and his number one is like, no, we're right here.
Right.
Even the Lord Dragon?
Lord George.
Like, George. Yeah.
Even
Well,
he
he
thinks
spiked-
he's
Lord George,
he's
yeah.
running heroin
Yeah.
and opium, but even he's still
And he's like, if I could get to you in your own kitchen,
yes.
I could get to you anywhere. I was like,
Yes.
what?
Yes. And it's kind of cartoony the way he throws up, but it still made me laugh.
Oh yeah. That was
This scene. How about this scene when the original one, he's like when he shoots him and then backs up and you see what really happened?
That was good.
I get
What's
mad
his
every
name?
time I see this actor though. The guy who did
Why?
Snake Eyes. Because I keep thinking of Snake Eyes.
That's who did Snake Eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even put two together.
I love the scene where Hugh Grant's telling him about how he knows that Matthew and this guy are together because he caught him at Arsenal Stadium, by the way, at a football match, and he's filming him, and he's like, "Here, sit down. We'll read it like it's a play." And he goes, "This is the worst translation ever." He's like, "No, it's not. It's right. His Cantonese is just bad."
He's a great character too.
He is really good in this. How about the part where they make that story go away because they kidnap his boss?
No. You talking about Big Dave?
I just love when he's sitting there talking with, I think it's Charlie Hunnam, right? He goes, "You did this." He goes, and he goes, "You really can't unsee it once you see it." "No, it's nightmare fuel. It'll stay with me forever."
Yeah. You saw Colin Farrell's face. His eyes was all bugged out. Yeah. No. Oh my God, that scene. I'm so glad they didn't show what he did to that pig.
Well, it's worse when it's in your head. Like you imagine it.
Oh,
I'm not trying to have that in my head.
Good Lord. Yeah, so there's a lot of twists and turns in this.
Especially the last 10 minutes.
When they go to get
Yes.
the daughter of the rich guy.
Yeah.
And You know, that's a pretty good scene. The guy falls off the roof, but he ends up being the son of the Russian
He's looking at
guy.
something on the ground.
Yeah, but we saw him earlier when he was in the freezer.
Yes.
But we didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I know who you are.
Yeah.
Remember that? Well, I know who you are. Yeah, I don't know who are you, Aslan.
Yeah, because
but then the daughter dies anyway.
She did from
from overdose. Yeah.
Yeah.
She had overdose.
Yeah, but the thing is the fact that I knew something was up. That kid was just overly cocky.
Oh,
the one that fell. And I was like, he's overly cocky for somebody that's just there for drugs. He must know somebody. And then when they show that who his father was, I said, that makes sense.
How about the cocky kid on the bike getting hit by the train?
Oh, I love that.
Oh, okay.
I love that scene. He kept trying to make it. Do you want to make Bunny run?
Yes.
Yes, I love that scene. Yep. He was talking all that cash, and then he opened up. Was it Matthew McConaughey? Oh no, his number one opened up the door.
Yep.
And he ran into it. So yeah, that was my
No, well, no, and then remember he tried. The other kid that was on the bike. Remember he goes over the thing, and then the train runs him over.
No, that's the Asian guy's number one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that gave him. That's the one that he gave them the address to the drugs.
He was in the trunk.
You're right. No, you're right.
Yeah, because it's like, I need my inhaler.
That's right. You're right.
Yeah. That was Hey, look, I was not expecting that part. Like when he fell over, I was like, oh, okay, he probably hurt himself. They're gonna come pick him up. I saw the tracks. I was like, no, they're not. And then the movie was like, yes, we are. And they hit him with a train.
Yep.
The ending. Oh, then the guy at the end, he's trying to sell it as a movie. The script.
Yes.
Guy Ritchie. He's trying to sell it to Guy Ritchie.
Wait, that's Guy Ritchie that was sitting there?
Yeah.
Wow. Mind blown. Mind blown.
I'm with
that was
you.
great.
I'm with you, Sam.
Mind blown. Like, and then he's like, but where's the ending? He's like, you need a sequel.
Right. Yes. Hey, as soon as he said, what about the ending? I said, no, you need a sequel. And then when he said, I was like, we're here.
Which means they're gonna, I love when Colin Farrell says to him, basically, I can't do this stuff anymore. This is the last thing. I'm out. I've done some things that I didn't really want to get into, so I'm done. We're clean, right? And then when he shoots the two Russian dudes, they're gonna kill him. He just goes.
Yeah, like
and
you
walks
owe,
out.
you owe me
away.
you owe me one.
I love the scene with Matthew McConaughey character.
And the kids shoot up the other Russian guys that had Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah, toddlers. The toddlers saved Matthew McConaughey.
Yep.
They was out to really kill him, but they saved him.
Well, that's why I was a little confused.
No,
it looked like the coach didn't know what was going on. But the kids, his boxing kids knew because they were like, we're about to light up this dude right now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because he looked surprised when the Russian guys were there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But his kids were already on their way to get the Russian guy. Remember, he was like, "What are you doing?" Like, don't worry, coach. We're gonna take care of this right now.
Right.
I thought they was going to get Matthew McConaughey's character.
They were going to get Hugh Grant.
They was going to kill him.
Oh, maybe they. Yeah, that's probably what they went to get Matthew.
They saw him in the truck, and he ducked just in time. And
because they. Go ahead.
My scene I loved is when Matthew McConaughey saved his wife from being raped.
Right.
Yes.
And I love the fact that she's like just very subtle. Hey, he's like, hey. I'm like,
well, when she shot the two guys with the little bullets.
With the
I was like, wait a minute, did he give them a fake gun? Like, were they not real? And he's looking around and he's like this, but then he falls. I was like, oh, that was real. Yep. But why wouldn't the Henry Golden guy? He had no weapons or nothing like that.
No, he's got his henchmen with him.
Yeah. I was like, oh, he's not. Well, guns are illegal. Remember that. Guns are illegal over there.
Handguns are illegal in London.
Yeah. Rifles and shotguns. All day.
Those, you can get them, but handguns are illegal in England.
Okay.
Doesn't mean people don't have them,
Right.
Just
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, so the reporter guy doesn't get away.
No,
No.
Fletcher. Yeah, Fletcher knows to get away.
It was a slick one though, because he put that double twist on. It was like, well, I kind of like turned it around on you because I kind of knew you were gonna
right.
do this.
Yeah, I told
as
the
well.
Russian boss that.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing too: is at the end where they're having their final meeting, and then he gets put in the box. But if you remember before that, he's like, "Oh, we're gonna have Wagyu again." Tell me for a split second you didn't think that was the pound of flesh from Matthew.
I did.
For a second, I did. For a second, I did. But then just the way it looked, though, I was like, "No, that's not human."
Right.
Yeah. But
I still thought it was.
But yeah, this is a look inside. Like, I mean, it's a great movie, but you look at it, it's like this is how marijuana really
Probably
gets places. You know what I mean? Like they were putting them in fish markets and fish things, and
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, wow. I was like,
so. This
There's
is
a
the
show
movie,
about
right?
it.
There's a show on Netflix that it's same title. It's written by Guy Ritchie as well.
oh yeah, I saw that. I was wondering if that was part of it.
It's very, very good. It's a little more comedic than this. The only kind of it's not the same. The only kind of carryover is that the estate owner is kind of more involved with the weed business, and he's trying to get the people who, because he knows about it, he's trying to get them off the land. And there's a person who runs a car shop, but it's not the guy's wife. There's a bunch of similar characters. But yeah, I highly recommend.
Is it a continuing of the movie, or is
it's
it?
It's like almost like an alternate universe.
Oh,
It's similar in spots, but it's not the same.
Okay.
But yeah,
Check
I
it out.
highly recommend. But there's things with the weed business where you're like, where you find out how they get it through ports of call without giving it away. But like, it's because you can't just ship a shipping container full of marijuana to Sweden. You'll get caught.
Nah.
But there's a way they explain how that happens.
All right, this is a great film. We'll start off with Phil. What are you giving this film?
I like this film a lot. I enjoyed it. I am giving this 8.5.
8.5.
8.5, solid. It was a solid movie. Like I said, I think it's the best of the three that we've seen. And go on. I like the fast action, like kind of shots that he would go for. It's a lot more polished and a lot smoother of a drink going down, pretty much. So yeah,
Okay.
8.5 for me. I enjoyed it.
All right, see Bizzle.
I really, really enjoyed this film. I love the twist. I love each character was different from the other. I love just the fact that in some parts had a little revenge aspects to it. Somebody got done wrong, so they want to make sure that everything gets done right. I really like this film, like from beginning to end. Especially the last half hour of this movie. I was gonna be late. I just finished watching it, like 5 minutes before we got on. I was literally gonna be late to the show until I said I gotta finish watching this. And I think I'm gonna get higher than what Green Shirt I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
9.5.
I really enjoy it. This is the type of movie I could sit down and watch practically almost once a week.
All right, I'm gonna give it a 9. I thought it was a great movie. Kept my interest from beginning to end. It was directed great. It was written great. I just like these kind of movies where you don't really need CGI or nothing. You're just telling a story.
Correct.
You're telling a story and you're filming it really, really well. That's a great movie. Thank you, Green Shirt Guy. You made me a Guy Ritchie fan by watching the trilogies.
Like, as he explains, like that's cinema.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cinema. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cinema. So I'll give it a 9. And Green Shirt Guy, what's your
So,
number?
like I said when we started, Snatch at one point was probably my favorite Guy Ritchie movie, and I think this has supplanted it because he's gotten better. So I'm almost curious to see, because he's doing other things right now, to see when he makes another one of these. I mean, he's just gotten better. How much better it can be at the next one if he does a sequel to this, he does a sequel to Rock and Rolla, something like that. But yeah, this is probably my favorite one of his. So I'm gonna match C-Bizzle, so he can't be higher than me. I'm saying 9.5 as well.
All right, 4. It gives it a 9.1.
See, the thing is, I was gonna give it a 9.
9.1.
I was gonna give it a 9.0, but the fact that Grinch God told me at the end that was actual Guy Ritchie,
Yes.
it blew my mind too, Sam. Like it blew yours. I had to give that extra 0.5 to it.
Yeah, great.
It's almost
movie,
like it's
man.
a tongue-in-cheek, like.
Yeah, great movie. Great movie.
What did IMDb give it? Hold on, you had it up before.
Hold on.
Because we were really close on, well, I think 2 of them.
7.8.
7.8. Oh, that's a little low, but okay.
7.8.
That's a little low.
Time to boycott IMDb.
All right, and next
Considering I
week
think Rock and Roller was an 8 last
it's
week.
Cliff's turn, and he's doing. Yeah. Cliff's turn, and he's picking Penny Marshall. Penny Marshall for his season of directors. We're gonna be watching Jumpin' Jack Flash for episode number
know if I've
130.
seen
So
this.
make sure you tune in.
I've seen this.
It's a good movie. I saw it a long time ago. Starring Whoopi Goldberg. Make sure you tune in next week. Episode 1.
Feel the energy flow. So intense how the energy glow. When my energy low, that's when my enemies show. I let my enemies know. I take my enemy's soul and burn my enemy's gold. Yeah, intense, amazing, Spider-Man villain, Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, all the same villains, Jokers, goblins, Luther's the president.